I'm going live and it looks like so I'm gonna get set up here. And the reason why I'm going live today is because I wanted to have a disruptive conversation. So just give me a minute and I got a special guest that we're gonna have um as part of this disruptive conversation. So let's let me get it set up because we're gonna also make it happen on IG as well. So here we go. We're gonna go live. Should be live in a second. So Coach Jim. And now it is almost official. And now it is official. We are live. I got my brother Samuel coming on. So right now we're let me ask you, are you okay? So Samuel's coming on. My brother. Let's see. Live video ended. Why? Why did it end? What's going on? Let's see. If there's anyone here right now that is, so we're gonna try again. But if there's anyone here right now who is looking, like, if you're interested in you have a desire in your heart, you know me, like it's about family, right? Family. And so it's about family. And so if family's number one for you, and all right, so if family is number one for you, then I got something for you, because you know that is what is number one for me. Under him, right? Always under him, right, brother? So it always under him. Hey, what's up, brother? I am blessed, King. I pray you're doing well. I'm doing well, doing very well. And so I was just here, just kind of as we like. Can you see me? Okay. I can see you okay, but your camera needs to go a bit up. So yeah. So is my head missing? Is like my head? We're gonna get there. How about now? Yes. All right. That's the strangest thing. So, all right. It's all about family, right? So, and I know you, like when we talk about family, I know for you, family is big time, because what, you got 7 kids, 5, 7. I know. Not yet, not yet. Everybody knows who speaks to my beautiful wife Robbie that her desire is to have 8, but we got 5. So you got 5, 5. We're on So Robbie, and you're right, your beautiful wife Robbie. I was blessed to be able to meet Robbie when you guys came over to the States during one of the live business events that we had with our brother Myron Golden. So we and we got a chance to meet live ourselves, and our hearts just really, you know, the Lord just knitted our hearts together. And I could tell you, bro, like, talk about, like, and you know what, when it comes to family, I know for you, how important it is, because you had the whole crew. Like it was all 5 of the kids. You had your wife, your mother-in-law, I think, was here with you.
That's right. That's right. I flew everyone out. And I had people, Coach Jim, saying to me, like, man, you wanted to come to the mastermind and you brought the whole herd, like you brought the whole community. How'd you bring 5 children, your wife, your mother-in-law, Samuel? Like, what did that cost you? And I just, it's interesting, Coach Jim, because I was sharing with people, it didn't matter what it cost. It didn't cost anything. Because the decisions were made prior to those days to put me in a place so I could move in those ways. And I think a lot of the times that's the issue with people. We love our family so much, but we don't think like what we need to do today to make sure that the love of our family can keep going. So, you know, yeah, I flew out my 5 children, I flew out my beautiful wife, myself and my mother-in-law all the way over to Tampa, Florida to spend half a month out there. For the mastermind, for the event, and then we stayed a few days extra for holiday.
Yeah.
So,
so I can't repeat what you said because what you said was I mean, it was profound, but like slow it down a little bit for me. You said it was already planned. Like slow that part down.
So here's the thing. Most of us, we don't think about the legacy. We only think about today and our lifestyle. And the beautiful thing is when we do actually think about today and our lifestyle properly, it already should incorporate and embrace legacy. So for me and my beautiful wife, we homeschool our 5 children. And we knew we wanted to fly out to be in Tampa. We knew we wanted to spend time with Dr. Golden, yourself, and the whole of the community, both the inner circle community of us who are in the coaching programs, but also the wider community of those who are coming to offer mastery life. We really just wanted to connect. And the thing for me is, when people ask you, what did it cost? Like, what does it cost to fly out like 7, 8 bodies? Like, from the UK to the US, stay out there. You know, you're paying for board, you're paying for all of this stuff. Like, what does it cost? And I say to people, like, it didn't cost anything. Because the real question that we ask a lot of the time is, what does it cost? But those people who are asking, what does it cost? They need to start asking the kind of questions we talk about, which is really, what does it cost not to do that?
Not to do
that. What does it cost not to be in the room? What does it cost to lose the opportunity of a lifetime to be around like-minded individuals for a season and a period of time where just the connection, like you spoke about our connection, Coach Jim, just the connection, the vibe, the energy is not just about you and the guy that you connect with or the community you connect with. It's actually about your children and your family. Like my mother-in-law has been impacted by what we've done in real estate and property because when we're flying out, we can fly her with us. My children are directly impacted by what we've done in real estate and property because as we win, they win. So why should they not be a part of seeing how we grow, how we develop, and where we go? Because they're going to have to make the same decisions going forward as well. So if I slow it down, what I was saying is what people think it costs, it didn't even cost. And the reason it didn't cost that is because it would have cost a lot more if we didn't do that.
Bro. See, I don't know if y'all ready for that. Like, I want y'all to understand something. Like, I told you that if family was number one for you, like we got something, right? We're gonna get into some stuff. We ain't gonna be here because we got something else to do in a few minutes. We just wanted to jump on real quick. But I want, like, I don't know, you like some of y'all, if you're on Samuel's channel, you already know who he is. If you're on my channel, you may not know who he is, but like he's just one of the brothers that are that's part of our circle, where like this is the high level thinking, that like these are the high level conversations that we have. And like I got exactly what he said, but I want you to understand like what he said. Like when he talks about it not, like what it's going to cost you to not do that. Like when you start talking about generational wealth and building legacy and breaking generational cycles, like making sure that our family is not just along for the ride financially, but making sure you're preparing your family both also spiritually and mentally to understand what that ride is all about, right? Because breaking those generational cycles, like if you give someone $1 million and they still are in a poor man's mindset, you might as well just flush it down the toilet. Right. And so when you start talking about building legacy, like the first thing we do when it comes to building legacy and breaking generational cycles is this. Like, this is the first thing we do. Like, this is the first thing we got to pour into them, right? The knowledge of who he is and who he says they are, his daughters and sons, his kings and queens, right? His kingdom builders, right? That's who he says we are. And his representatives, his ambassadors, right? But then he also wants us to prepare them as well as we're bringing them up in the training and instruction of the Lord. The training of the instruction of the Lord is also not to be having our kids in our families as paupers just begging for stuff. Like, they're creators just like he is. He created us in his own image. Right. So if he's blessed us, like, what are we doing? We're leading by example. We're leading the way. And they're hopefully only following us as we're following him. Right. Being led by him. And so if we're being led by him, he's surrounding us with others who have a heart for him, who love him, who know who they are, and have a heart to serve in the gifts that he's blessed them with. So as they're serving, like we serve, like Samuel serves people all over the world with the gift that God's blessed him with real estate. And he's able to, now he's talking about taking his family and doing these things with his family where most people, like some people, it may have cost him what some people make in a whole year just to bring his family over here for that week and a half, 2 weeks. Right? In a whole year, it may have cost what some people make all year. And he was able to do that and not even think about it. Why? Because the Lord bless him with the resources, right? Because he's putting them around the right people. He knows who he is. And he understands that not preparing his family, not preparing them, or not preparing them is going to cost him a lot more than it would have costed him to bring them.
That's Coach Jim. That's so powerful. Like, you said it already, right? So we gotta go. We gotta jump on another call in a little while. So guys, those of you who are on this live, if you want me and Coach Jim to have a more in depth, just put the number 1 in the chat.
Bro.
So we know that you guys are desiring this. But here's something I'm gonna share. So Coach Jim, you just spoke about preparing the children and making sure their hearts are first and foremost focused on the Lord, which is so key. But here's the funniest thing most people don't realize. Being a dad is an assignment. Being a successful husband is an assignment. Being a successful business owner is an assignment. Being an ambassador for the kingdom in your community is an assignment, right? So when you understand all these things are an assignment, here's the thing you got to realize. You cannot achieve your assignment without refinement. You see, the big thing for most people is they don't realize that how I was born, I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, I couldn't jump. Like I've got a 10-month-old baby right now, baby Gyra. He's just learning to walk, he's learning to talk, he's learning to jump. Why? Because he has an assignment. But before he gets to his assignment, he needs refinement. So when you're talking about the children, the reason I need to fly my children to Florida, the reason I need my wife there, the reason I need to bring out our community to the degree that I did, it's got nothing to do with the money. It's all about making sure that we can do the refining so they can be adequately assigned. So if they're going to get their assignment, we need that refinement. And here's the funniest thing. The only way that comes, and this is where a lot of parents go wrong, the parents go wrong a lot of the time because, like I said earlier, they haven't put things in place to be financially free in order for them to not only adequately do that refinement, right? But how does that refinement come? That refinement comes from us getting in alignment. What most people do is they don't get in alignment, so they can't do the refinement. And if they don't get the refinement, they miss their assignment. That's the problem for most people. So when I hear yourself telling people, listen, hey, family is so important. Do you want to be there for your family? Do you want to break cycles of similarity? Do you want to break the cycles, the chains that are keeping you down? What I'm hearing is, well, hold on a minute, guys. Listen, you must know if you've got an assignment that you're going to need some refinement. Because when you were born, you couldn't walk, you couldn't talk. So how are you going to get that refinement unless you get in alignment? And this is where most families go wrong. They don't get in alignment. Instead, they'll be going to non-assignments. They'll be going to JOBs for 9 to 5, saying to themselves, why am I not in alignment with my assignment? Because you haven't gone through the process of refinement. So for me, that's it, Coach Jim. Like, more people need to understand that I need to get in alignment with my assignment. But the key is not the alignment and the assignment. It's the middle bit. It's the bridge. It's the refinement.
The refinement.
It's what do okay, I need to take my children to the temple. Okay, I need to raise them up in the admonition of the Lord. Okay, I need to treat them like arrows and point them in the direction of favor, success, winning, and let them go so they can say, oh, this is what my dad showed me. This is what my mom showed me. This is what the community leaders my dad and mom introduced me to were showing me. And this is how we have a community of people living a life of kingdom-oriented success. Because a kingdom ain't just about a king. A kingdom is the king's domain. So it includes the community, the society that the king is reigning over. So some of us forget that. Some men forget that. You know, we want to go on trips on our own, leave our wives alone, and then wonder when we come back home why things aren't working the way they're supposed to work. Right? No. Take your assignment with you on your refinement journey and get in alignment. So,
bro, I'm done. I know we got somewhere to go. Listen, but if y'all like I'm smiling, but I'm smiling because like this is the type of stuff we talk about, and like he and I, we could go for hours, and we will like next week. But honestly, like I'm smiling because I know what like the thing, like the stuff that he just dropped. And for those of y'all who picked it up, like who picked that up, like that's a bomb, like that's a gem, like that's gold, that's platinum. But listen, part of me, like my heart breaks a little bit too, because as he talked about like the JOB piece, my heart breaks because some of y'all don't like you might think he's just talking. You might think we're just talking. And you're gonna miss it. And the JOB piece, like I am not hating on anybody that got a job, because believe me, I had one too. Like that's like most of us had to start that way. Most of us weren't born with a silver spoon in our mouth. So I get that part. The problem though is when you don't believe that there's another way out. And then the gift that God's blessed you with, the passion that God's blessed you with, so that you can be in alignment with your assignment, as he put it, so that you can nurture those, take those gifts and those passions, your assignment, and really, really make your mark on the world and on society the way you're called to be able to serve at your highest level. Like working 40, 50, 60 hours a week to build someone else's generational wealth for their family and think that there's no other way out. That's where my heart breaks. That's where my heart breaks. And honestly, that's the only reason we're talking right now, because we're hoping, like our desire is, we're just fulfilling our assignment. And in our assignment, our desire is to reach those people who want to get in alignment with their assignment. And the way we've done it, the way he and I have done it, when we start talking about that refinement, well, obviously, like this is first, but we put ourselves in positions to be around people who were doing it and who were doing what it is we wanted to be able to do. You got to do that. And so it may not be me, it may not be him, but go find someone who you like and you trust, who is in alignment with their assignment, that you believe that can be a part of your refinement to help you get there. And that's it. Like, that's the key. And then just walk, continue to pray and see, because the Lord, if he's got a plate, if he's got a purpose for you, which he does, right? What did he tell us? He told us, I know the thoughts, I know the plans that I have for you. Plans not to harm you, but to prosper you. Plans to give you hope in a future. He's got a purpose for you. He's got a purpose for all of us. And if he's got that purpose, if he's got a plan to prosper you, he ain't gonna just leave you out there hanging. He also provided you all the resources, the people to fill the gaps so that that plan, that purpose will come to pass. Right? And so if you trust that, if you know that, if you trust it, you don't have to trust it with all your heart. Just a mustard seed of faith. Just a mustard seed of faith. Just trust it a little bit. Just talk to him and ask. And guess what? He will put those people in your life. You'll see, but you got to forget about that old person that you think you were. Right? And think about the new person that he's really created you to be. And then, as Samuel talked about, get that refinement so that you will be in alignment with your assignment, right? And then you'll be able to take care of your family. You might be the first one to be able to lead them to the financial promise and get them out of, and it ain't just about the finances, it's about the freedom. Because guess what? You got kids, you got sisters and brothers and nieces and nephews, mothers and fathers who ain't hearing this conversation, or who will never know about that refinement until you bring it to them. You have to lead by example. So that's it. That's so bro, listen, if y'all want to connect with Samuel, it'll be somewhere in the chat. He'll put his IG page or whatever if you're on my page. And if you want to connect with me, we'll put it on there. But listen, we're going to do something next week. We're going to be doing this stuff next week because he got some stuff going on in UK, like helping people all over the world with real estate, how he does it. But to build legacy and financial freedom and generational wealth for families, same way we do it with our stuff here, right? So if y'all want to just tap in, we'll put something in there for y'all to do. God bless you, brother. I don't know if you want to say anything else, but I'll see you in a few minutes. I'm finished, bro.
If you guys want me and Coach Jim to give you some more of this stuff, you need to start hitting up the DMs. Guys, I need to know, guys, you need to say something in the DMs, right? DM. Make sure both me and Coach Jim, if you came from my community, go follow Coach Jim, right? Coach Jim is a man after God's heart who's trying to help families to achieve what God desires for them, right? So if you know me, you know it's the same mix, right? So go follow Coach Jim if you're not already. And if you're someone from Coach Jim's community, you've heard something I've said of value, you know what to do. Hit that follow button and start hitting us up in your DMs. Hey, guys, what day are you going live? When are you going live? I need to be on the live so we can get you guys with us on the live. Let's go.
Assignment. God bless you, brother. I'll see you in a minute.